Well, so we put up some stuff this week. Not necessarily a new video, but stuff you've never seen. We put up a behind-the-scenes look at our recent e-athletes video. Now, I was not here when you guys talked about, I guess it was just YouTube, right?
Yeah, I wasn't here.
Me and Derek.
To talk about the e-athletes video that we did. And I wanted to talk about that just real quick. I really liked that video. I don't know what you guys said, but I really enjoyed that video. For being a very different video, it's just kind of a dubstep onslaught, and I think that's different. I always like doing something different. I'm really happy with the aesthetic of the video, how that all turned out. It was a weird experience. I don't know if you guys talked about where they showed it and stuff. Did you guys go into that at all? What,
yeah, gaming convention
it was,
Singapore.
Yeah, not in Singapore.
Oh, no.
In South Korea.
South Korea, you're right.
They some friends of ours at Riot reached out to us, just like, if you guys did if you did a skit, we'd show it at this giant arena of people in South Korea, and it was like, yeah, I think we can do that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so we made that, and they showed it there. But then, afterwards there was just kind of this thing of like, well, yeah, that's it, and we might not never show it again.
This is what we didn't really get into.
Oh, okay,
we didn't know the details, other than there was some delays for us to bring it to our YouTube channel for you guys. But
we talked with Riot, and everyone there was super cool. And we've known people at Riot actually for a long time. But anyway, after the event, they were like, that's kind of all we wanted to show it for, so we don't really have a plan to... It was kind of like the video was just kind of over at that point. They just throw it away, you know? That sounds worse than it is, but there just wasn't a plan for it.
It served its purpose.
Yeah, it served its purpose, exactly. And so so we just said, like, well, no, I think we should put it online, you know? Let's not toss it out. Let's show it. And so they were like, okay, cool. Well, we'll work that out. But what took a while, this was months ago, what took a while is that they really wanted that song in the video.
Yeah.
And they wanted to clear that because we knew, apparently that's a big song in that genre that's in there. It's
we covered that.
Silver Scrapes. Yeah. And so it was a really iconic song. They wanted that in there. And so it took a while to clear that, but it is clear now, and now it's out. That was really important to them, and I'm glad that it was kept in because people apparently really appreciated that. It was significant to them. So anyway, so that's that.
But that was last week's video.
That was last week's video. Now
this week's video, totally different, 180, new topic.
Yes.
E-athletes video.
Whoa.
BTS.
Behind the scenes, and basically there wasn't tons and tons of behind the scenes, but this was the first video that we had ever used a camera drone. You guys probably talked about that, I presume.
We talked about how
a little bit
badass of a pilot Kevin is.
Yeah, Kevin nailed it. That was
what's
amazing.
funny though,
considering we had just gotten it and we had to film then.
We didn't talk about this though. Everybody really praised the drone shots in it, and we're like, wow, you guys finally got a drone. Not realizing maybe that we've already used the drone
in other shots
in previous videos.
Yeah. Like they've already seen.
In the Mobtarians?
Yeah, the Mobtarians video we did for Razer. And,
what's funny about that?
Stuck it in a couple others too. Yeah.
Yeah. What's funny about that, and this is what I said to Derek. Derek said, like, they're all saying, "Oh, you got a drone, but we've used it in other stuff before that came out that we actually filmed later, but came out sooner." And I told him, but this video is a giant fuck you. Look at our money.
Yeah.
That's the theme of the video is cash flying everywhere, snorting Cheetos.
The world is yours.
And so the drone shots are really showy. Yeah. They're really wow.
And like,
as opposed to subtly using them in other videos.
There's a UFO coming, and then it's just like a one shot of a truck, and then it goes back to the video. Yeah, exactly. I get that.
So anyway, so you got to see a little bit more of that footage.
Yeah. So the behind the scenes came out. I think that's great too. It has a little extra scene, a deleted scene of me beating up a laptop in an elevator.
Yeah, I loved when that came up because I'd heard about you guys filming that, but totally forgot.
Hey, you nailed it.
I mean,
so it's kind of not in the news anymore, but we made that video right when all that Ray Rice shit was going down. It was so big in the news at the time.
I checked the comments, and people, like, a lot of people were just like, what the fuck laptop part? Like, question mark. But then, a couple of people down like, oh yeah, Ray Rice. Like, people definitely got it.
Nice. Good.
I was proud of them.
Esports, real sports, big crossover.
Yeah, I kind of, when I was putting...
You're showing the downfall, and they're all doing drugs.
Yeah.
Cheetos, it's like, well,
he
beats up his fucking laptop.
That part probably would have made it in. It was just the camera falls at the very end, and we couldn't do a take without the camera falling down. That happened every single time.
And but yeah, it was kind of like towards the end. Yeah, towards the end of editing, it was just like, oh, where do we put that? Whatever. I debated when I put together the behind the scenes captioning what it was, but then I thought, let people try to guess what we were going for here. And you have people going, what is this? And then all it takes is someone going, you hear about what happened with Ray Rice? And then people
start linking
oh
to the news
shit,
story.
I never saw this. So yeah, it was just meant to be the downfall of the
well, because that happened.
Oh, and let me say, what happened with Ray Rice was not funny.
No.
What we did was funny.
But I thought it was a good statement about the decline. That was when the NFL was in this worst state. Everyone was like, fuck the NFL, fuck this. It's declining. So the way that we show that that's declining is we show
a horrible act on a computer.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Right. So I felt like, because I'm always the one who's like super sensitive. Like, should we do this? You know, I felt like that. But I was okay with it. It's like, well, no, we're showing shitty things
going. Yeah, exactly. The Ray Rice thing
was
not funny.
I believe it's been put behind the two of them. I think they went and got married.
They got married.
They went ahead
really?
and got married.
Is being reinstated into the NFL.
And she with her help.
Really?
I thought he was like forever done.
No, I heard that he might be reinstated this next season or the season after.